Today's April 23rd, 2011. I'm going to bring you some information on the Taurus New Moon, which will occur on May 3rd, 2011 at 2:52 a.m. On the East Coast of the United States. Now, Taurus is the first of the earth signs. It rules the second house in astrology of our value system. So I guess what I would put out to you with the energy for manifesting is this is you looking at what you're going to need, providing a stable structure for you to build from. Do not be afraid to think and feel deep within you as at this new moon to bring some consistency to your life, to bring some stability, to bring some durability. Taurus is all of that. Taurus, the sign and the energy, is tough to wear out because it rules the first earth sign as well as the second house. They have an understanding that there has to be kind of some maintenance and upkeep to the physical world. And so they're very good at laying a plan, laying groundwork, and working the plan. They're hard to wear out. So know that as you manifest here, you're going to be pretty relentless in what it is you manifest. Now, the moon and sun are going to kind of be hanging out there by themselves with the exception of Pluto as far as aspecting other planets. They're going to be very well aligned with Pluto, and they're going to be trine. So finally, after all these months, we're going to have Pluto sending some good messages, good vibes to the sun and the moon. Remember, Pluto is the planet of complete destruction if what Pluto comes to is not timeless. Now, when Pluto trines, which is 120 degrees away from the sun and the moon, the sun and the moon and Pluto are really going to want to work together, and there'll be a lot of ease here. So you're going to be able to dig deep within your soul and find out what it is exactly that you want to manifest for this laying the groundwork or the foundation. So please clear some time for yourself around this moon to dig deep, and then dig deep within you, and then put that out to the universe to have. Because Pluto wants to help, and it's going to help. So you're going to feel very powerful at this time, and I think you'll like that feeling from this perspective of Pluto and the sun and moon. The psyche will be bubbling. It'll be working. Now, we've had this planetary configuration for a while, and we're going to have it for a long while because it's got some slow-moving planets involved, and that is Saturn being in Libra still, so you're still dealing with that wherever Libra falls in your chart by house. It's squaring Pluto, which a square in astrology is a karmic kind of energy where you're going to have to deal with things that are probably going to be unpleasant or things that you usually don't like to deal with. And Saturn's also opposing all those planets in Aries, which are Mars, Venus, Jupiter, Mercury, and Uranus. So we got all this extremism here. And you're going from one thing to another, and there's so much going on, there's so much chaos that it's hard to put things together. I'm going to tell you, with all those planets in Aries, it's not necessary that you put it together, but it's necessary that, especially with this moon, you lay the groundwork to move forward. Now, all those planets in Aries are also by sign squaring Pluto, and it creates a tremendous T-square in 3 of the 4 cardinal signs where you have to take action. So there's not much opportunity here for you to lay low. You've got to do something. And with all the planets in Aries, nobody's real sure where they're going. And that is just fine. Aries is the very first sign of the zodiac. And the key is to get moving, to stir your passion, get the energy out there. With this moon and this new moon Taurus is going to be a wonderful time. As we've all wondered what was happening and where we're going, this new moon is going to be a time with all this other planetary alignment configurations to lay some solid foundation and groundwork to help us move forward. So I like this time. I know we have this big T square in the sky, but I think we all came for this time, And this moon is going to be a tremendous, tremendous time for us to lay the groundwork for tomorrow. What is it you value? What is it you need? What's important to you? Now, what's going to be extremely important with this T-square is you. What you need, your perspective. What do you feel? What do you believe? Start getting that out there a little more. With all this stuff in Aries, it should be bubbling up and coming. But I would encourage you to be very cautious of what you hear and what you see from the outside coming into you until you let it sit to the depths of who you are and what you are, and then let it re-emerge with your input, with what you see and find. What you're drawn to, study. What you're attracted to, I'd look into it. I think those are things that are going to be beneficial for you. You may find in time that you were completely off course, but that's perfectly fine, because with the Aries energy, you went and did it and you learned something, and now you become more. So know all that has the opportunity to happen. And also that with all these planets and this big T-square, this is a time of extremes, but boy, you can navigate this well if you just take the understanding that I know it's an extreme time. I know there's a lot going on, but I know if I just keep moving, I'll get my next piece to the puzzle, or I'll get my next clue, and I will be better off as I move forward. So know that, please. I hope this was beneficial. You can email me, of course, ypi2012.com, ypie2012.com. Website's being updated now that Mercury is out of retrograde. So the next few days you'll see May and June's forecast, monthly forecast for each sign. So please visit. I thank you all and appreciate the viewership.